Hi, thanks for checking out this video. This is a whole testing video on a Gallagher S20. It's the old style S20 that came to us for repair. So I'll just go through it real quick, what it does, how it operates and stuff. Turn the light off. It has this, on and off feature to it. There is a little sensor up inside here. When you turn it on, a little light will flash on there. It's a little slow because I got the light turned off. There, it's a little faster now. There's a what was I trying to say? There's a little sensor up inside there, right above the light, inside that little lens there. And what that does is, when this has a night save feature to it, so at nighttime, this little sensor inside there detects how much sunlight's hitting it. So at nighttime or a really, really cloudy day, it slows the pulse down to like every 2 or 3 seconds to conserve battery, which can be good and can be bad, I guess. I guess the only bad thing is if you got animals that are active at night, it slows down. There's a possibility of them getting through, especially like if you're protecting some, fruit trees or a garden or something like that. You don't want the deer or the raccoons or something getting in and chewing up everything. The time delay between each pulse could be a little slow. But this is one of the features that it has. And that can be disabled, but it has to be done by someone that knows what they're doing. Which we can do that here. If you didn't want that night save feature on, we could go inside here and do some work on the board and disable that night save, so that way it pulses normal day and night. And I've done that for a couple people, and that's been 2 or 3 years ago, and I haven't heard of anybody having trouble with maintaining the battery, keeping the battery, keep the battery charged up. So I don't think it has any too much effect on draining the battery prematurely. But you can kind of simulate that if you duck your hand behind there and you block out the light. You see it pulses a bit slower. And if you take your hand away, hold on. I don't know what it is about certain things in this building is messes up the light. It's flashing here. You can't see it flashing in the thing. Whatever. Well, it's doing it either way. Well, I'll show you where to test it at. It's just right on the back of the thing. Like if you own one of these, you know where the fencing ground is. One thing about these things that people may or may not know, the S50 is the same way. These little caps that are for your fencing ground, they're stuck in these black knobs. These caps fall out sometimes because they're not glued in or anything. They're just kind of press fitted, and sometimes over time they wear out, and the little red or green cap will fall out. So you're like, well, maybe both of them fall off. You're like, well, what heck knobs my ground on my fence? What Gallagher does, which is kind of nice, is they actually engrave the ground symbol, which is right there, and the lightning bolt symbol for the hot side, which is right there. They engrave it into the back of the casing, so if you lose the knobs or the little red or green cap pops off and you don't know offhand which one's red and green for fencing ground, they actually engrave it into the back of the case for you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on and we'll just test it out. You could use a electric fence tester to test it. Whether it's analog type like this one, or if it's a digital tester. Now this might be easier to show the night save feature. See how whenever it pops up, that's when it's shocking. I'm going to cover up this light, and we're going to trick it to think it's nighttime. Watch how long it takes to click again. See how long it takes. It takes about a couple, 2.5, 3 seconds. But if I remove my hand, pulse a little faster. So that was one way to see it. I'm trying to do it earlier, but the light wouldn't show up in the stupid video. Bad glare from the overhead lights, I guess. But as you can see, this one's working fine now. This is a good little unit. Some people have trouble with them, but they're fixable. I went inside and repaired the board for the customer. The battery was good. It's a little 12-volt square battery that's inside these things, and battery hides inside here. To get this open, easiest way I've seen to do it is if you're right-handed like I am, turn the unit to where the battery box is facing to your right, and lift it up off the table that you're setting it on. And take your thumb, put it crossways, and put your weight into it. Press down. You just need to press it down just enough to get this black edge over this. It's got a little lip there that is holding this in place. If you press it down just enough and roll your hand back just a little bit like this when you press it down, that's all you have to do is just get it just past the point, and it'll open up the rest of the way. There's a little battery that sits inside there, a little 12-volt 5-amp battery inside these. It is a 0.2 stored joule unit, so not real powerful, but for what it's designed to do, it does a pretty good job. It's a it'll probably run 20 acres on a nice clean fence, maybe a little bit more, not too much more, but maybe a multi-wire fence might hit 10 to 15 acres. But it's a good little unit. They were around for quite a while. They started making this model, at least over here in the United States, back in 2005, and they discontinued it probably 2016 or 17, somewhere in that range, I would say. So I had about a 10, 11 year run with it. The S22 Gallagher came along, took its place, and then they've actually got out a new Gallagher S20, which is a really small compact unit. It's only about that wide and about that tall. So pretty small. That new S20 carries the same case size and case design as the S10 and S16 Gallaghers. And they all seem to be really good units. I haven't had anything come back. Now this unit can be mounted on a T-post. There's a hole right here shaped just a certain way for a T-post or maybe one of those U-posts to go upside there. You can also, if you say you got a wood post you want to hang it from, it's got 3 screw mounts here, so you can as long as you put the screws in the right orientation, just put the screws in the wood post, slide it up there, slide it down, and you can hang it on a wood post. But it's got a nice little handy handle right there, not real heavy, kind of bulky compared to the new S20s, but it's how anything goes. As things go along, electronics and things get smaller. Solar panels probably become more efficient in the last 10 years or so. So, they're able to make things a little more smaller, more efficient, and everything like that. But we appreciate you checking out this video. Hopefully this helped you out some. If you're ever needing help with repair on an S20 Gallagher, give us a holler. We'd be happy to help you out. We don't charge anything for looking at it. We give free quotes, and we always work on everything electric fence related, whether it's 75 years old or brand new. Like I said, we always give free estimates, and we put an 18-month warranty in everything that we work on. We don't cover water damage, mishandling, bugs getting inside, or mouse chewing it up on the chew up a wire on the inside side, something like that. We won't cover things like that, but malfunctions, lightning damage, stuff like that, we'll help you out and we'll cover it for you. And that's through us. It's not through a manufacturer. That's what we do. That goes for anything that we fix. But we appreciate you checking us out. Again, if you hit that like button and the thumbs up button and subscribe to us. We're always putting videos out every so often. Usually putting out something, if not daily, at least weekly or every other week. We put out a couple videos here and there about repairs and what we're doing, and how to fix stuff, how to test things. If you hit the little description tab and pop that down, there's a link to our website. We're fencerfixer.com. F is in Frank on fencer and fixer. And like I said, we work on anything and everything that's electric fence related. We work on other things as well, but that's our bread and butter of what we do, is these fence boxes and stuff. So until next time, we'll see you later.